Imagine in the midst of life's turmoil, you could remain a haven of peace, where no turbulence can infiltrate. That's the power of cultivating judgment, developing emotional invincibility against the unpredictable. This video, inspired by the 13 key principles of Stoicism, will guide you to nurture an unshakable state so nothing can disturb the tranquility within you. Why is there a distinction between controlling our thoughts and being unable to control external events? As Epictetus said, some things are up to us and some are not. Inner serenity rests solely on what we can control with wisdom and will. The results are often out of control, but everyone can control their perspective and reaction. Essential lessons help you realize that virtue is the essence of a good life, not the pursuit of fleeting desires. Judgments are what give meaning to objective events. By enduring hardships, weaknesses dissolve, revealing the free essence of a human being. Living in harmony with the laws of the universe allows reality to unfold without inner obstruction. Join us in today's video with the 13 Stoic principles to remain unaffected, and let Epictetus's Stoic philosophy open a new path for you, where you learn to actively grasp the key to inner peace, regardless of external storms. But before we start, as usual, I have a challenge for you. Watch until the end, and don't miss any important principle, because just one of these 13 principles below could be the key to changing your life forever. Principle number 1, steadfast goals. Epictetus once said that challenges reveal one's character, and the greater the challenge, the greater the glory in overcoming it. Skilled pilots earn their reputation in storms and tempests. This statement is not merely a philosophy, it is a call to action. When you clearly understand your goals, the world around you seems to shrink, turning colossal challenges into small steps. The inner strength you find in this process is unbeatable. A firm goal is not something you discover by chance. It is forged from moments of deep reflection on what truly matters to you, not just career goals or personal achievements, but also the principles and values you want to dedicate your life to. Once this goal is deeply embedded in your heart, the next step is to diligently protect and nurture it. Perseverance and unwavering commitment to your goals shape your strength in the face of adversity. A firm goal is like a lighthouse in the night, not only a guiding light, but also a solid anchor for the soul when life drags you into whirlpools. A firm goal is the lifeline that keeps you from sinking into the sea of emotions and tough circumstances. Ultimately, steadfast goals are not just advice. They are the key to unlocking unparalleled mental strength and the ability to confront and overcome any challenge. This is the essence of Stoic philosophy, not just a set of rules for living, but also proof of the power of will and firm purpose in the face of this philosophy. Nothing is impossible, and nothing can shake your resilient spirit. Principle number 2, would you give your body to a stranger? Imagine you would never consider giving control of your body to a completely unknown and unreliable person. So, what will you do? Why do we so easily let our minds be hijacked by stray thoughts and deceitful words? When we allow ourselves to be influenced by the opinions of others, we are essentially handing over the key to our happiness and peace to strangers. Mind control is not just a skill, it's an art. When someone offends us, it's natural to feel hurt and want to retaliate. But Stoicism teaches us that our emotions are the result of our thoughts and personal perspectives. This means we have the power to choose how to react to any situation. Instead of letting offense overwhelm us, view it as an opportunity to strengthen patience and self-awareness, to cultivate discipline and self-control. Start with daily habits, set small goals, and achieve them each day to build self-confidence. Focus on living in the present and deepen your understanding of your emotions. As you begin to realize that you have the power to choose how to react to any situation, you will gradually become resilient to challenges and no longer be influenced by negative emotions. Imagine a baker who focuses every day on improving their skills, paying no attention to excessive criticism or praise. This baker lets no external opinion affect their work process or state of mind. Ultimately, with patience and control, the baker not only improves his baking skills, but also attains true freedom and inner peace, gracefully overcoming any criticism. Stoic philosophy is not just a classical philosophical discipline, it is also a powerful tool to help us face and overcome daily challenges. By learning to control our mind and manage our emotions maturely, we can achieve true peace and freedom in a volatile and uncertain world. We cannot avoid becoming the subject of gossip and judgment from others. But have you ever wondered if the weight of malicious words truly defines who you are, or if it is rather your resilience and inner peace that ultimately determine your essence? Take a moment to relax and join us in exploring the next principle. This story is not just about how we face negative evils, but also a lesson on the freedom of the soul when we are no longer chained by others' opinions. Principle number 3. If someone speaks ill of you, Epictetus said that we cannot control the opinions or actions of others, but we can only control how we react to these actions. In the modern world, this can be understood as accepting that everyone has their own perspectives and values, and they may not always act or react in the way we expect. Similar to Christ's teachings, love your enemies. We are advised to be patient and open-minded towards differing viewpoints, even when they oppose our own. To live a life undisturbed by the words of others, we must have a deep and precise understanding of ourselves. This includes a clear understanding of our motivations and the reasons behind our actions, as well as a firm belief in our values and principles. When you are confident in the path you have chosen and why you chose it, the negative words of others become insignificant. Finally, to face insults or disagreements without letting them affect us, we must develop patience and gentleness. Patience allows us to stay calm and not react hastily or negatively, while gentleness helps us maintain good relationships with others, even when they disagree with us. Illustrative examples can be drawn from the lives of saints and ascetics who faced prejudice and insults with patience and kindness, while staying firm on their chosen path. When we focus on personal growth and resilience in the face of challenges, we not only improve our own lives, but also inspire those around us. Remember that true strength doesn't come from controlling what others think or say about us, but from our ability to control how these things affect us. We would love to hear your thoughts and experiences about others' negative words and how you've applied Stoic principles to manage them. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your story could become a source of inspiration and strength for others. Principle number 4. Insults and offenses meet with a firm and wise tone. It's important to emphasize that what truly frightens and dismays us are not the external events themselves, but the way we think about those events. This means that when someone offends you, it's not their words that hurt you, but rather how you perceive and react to those words that determines their impact on your soul. Imagine during a meeting, you express an opinion and a colleague strongly opposes it. Instead of reacting emotionally, you pause, take a deep breath, and ask yourself if it's an opportunity to view the issue from a different perspective. By doing so, you not only maintain your calm, but also broaden your perspective. Or in another situation, you discuss with a close friend and receive criticism for a personal decision. Instead of feeling hurt, take the time to reflect on the criticism. Maybe you'll discover that, although their delivery wasn't perfect, their intention was really to get you to reconsider your choices from a different perspective. This is finding light in the darkness, a valuable skill that Stoicism encourages us to learn. Through this lesson, we learn not only to endure offense or pain, but also to transform these experiences into a springboard for personal growth. The key lies in how you choose to face these situations. Strength, according to Stoicism, does not come from avoiding difficulties, but from knowing how to embrace and overcome them. Remember that in every challenge, there is an opportunity for you to become stronger and more resilient. We often face challenges that bring fear and shame. The question is how we overcome these obstacles, how we don't let these experiences define our self-worth. Epictetus delved deeply into this question in his philosophy, emphasizing that at the heart of every fear and sense of shame are not external circumstances, but rather how we react to these circumstances. Principle number 5, fear and dishonor. Have you ever been caught in the glass cage of fear and shame? These moments when we do things we don't want, just to receive acceptance or a little praise on social media. But Epictetus, with his timeless wisdom, pointed out a simple yet profound truth. We are the ones who assign meaning to every event, thereby creating fear and shame in our souls. Unlike the denial of emotions, Stoicism invites us to embrace them with courage and self-control. Overcoming fear and shame means we are no longer bound by the views and words of others. It's a journey back to ourselves, rediscovering the value and meaning of life in each breath, in each daily decision. Epictetus teaches that the key to happiness lies not outside, but within each individual's soul. When we place our self-worth on things beyond our control, we open the door to fear and shame. Conversely, when we focus on self-improvement, wisdom, and spiritual freedom, we find unmatched peace and strength. In the end, the fear and dishonor in the Stoic philosophy of the Epictetus is not just a lesson on how to face challenges, but also a reminder to live a meaningful life where fear and shame are no longer obstacles on the path to happiness and freedom. For when we dare to confront and overcome, we not only free ourselves, but also inspire those around us. As we move to principle number 6, let's discover how Stoicism teaches us not only to face, but also to embrace challenges on the road to personal development. We'll learn to anticipate difficulties and not only be ready to face them, but also use them as a stepping stone to become the best version of ourselves. Before continuing, I want to express my deep gratitude to everyone who spent time with us in this video. Your presence is an invaluable encouragement to me and the production team. If you find these principles valuable, please like and share this video with others. Your support not only helps us continue creating quality content, but also helps spread Stoic philosophy to more people. Principle number 6. Anticipating obstacles. At the core of the Stoic principle of anticipating obstacles is a proactive rather than reactive attitude towards life's challenges. Epictetus suggests that by envisioning potential difficulties on our path, we mentally prepare to face them calmly and thoughtfully. This mental training session is not an invitation to pessimism, but a strategy to strengthen resolve and equip the mind with the necessary tools for any situation. Consider the story of a marathon runner preparing for an upcoming race. Aware of the principle of anticipating obstacles, she foresees potential challenges, unfavorable weather conditions, injuries, or unexpected personal commitments that could disrupt her training schedule. Instead of fearing these possibilities, she plans accordingly by adjusting her training schedule, preparing for different weather conditions, and allocating time for rest and recovery. On race day, faced with a sudden downpour, she stays calm, having mentally and physically prepared for such a situation. Anticipating and preparing for what could have been an obstacle transforms the race into proof of her resilience and determination. Anticipating obstacles creates harmony between emotions and logic, teaching us to approach life's uncertainties with a balanced mind. Emotionally, it instills a sense of preparation and confidence. Logically, it improves our problem-solving skills by encouraging us to think ahead and plan for the future. This balance is a distinctive trait that allows us to face life's ups and downs with a serene heart and a clear mind. Principle number 7. No one can hurt you without your consent. Epictetus taught that true power lies in our choice of reaction to every situation. This perspective opens a path to liberation, showing us a new way of seeing how we accept and confront life's challenges and pains. Imagine you are faced with harsh criticism from a trusted friend. The initial feeling might be sadness or betrayal. However, Stoicism teaches us that while this initial reaction is natural, the power to let it shape your emotions and subsequent actions rests entirely in your hands. So, the question arises, how do we apply this principle in our lives? First, it's about the freedom to choose how to react. Faced with criticism or pain, remember that you have the right to choose how to respond. This doesn't mean denying emotions, but rather recognizing and managing them consciously. Then, it's about seeking inner strength. Trust and inner peace do not come from avoiding all pain, but from knowing you can overcome anything. In Christianity, this strength is often found through faith and prayer. Finally, there is forgiveness. Just as Jesus forgave those who wronged him, we are also called to practice forgiveness. This helps not only to lighten our own burdens, but also paves the way for reconciliation and love. This is not a call to indifference or avoidance, but a reminder of the power and freedom in choosing how we face challenges, as well as an encouragement to seek peace and strength through faith. Principle number 8, master your actions. In Epictetus's philosophy, exercising restraint in our actions is not only a form of autonomy, but also a crucial step towards inner peace and spiritual strength. This does not mean condemning all actions or reactions, but rather deliberately choosing those based on reason and not on impulsive emotions. Imagine you are in an important meeting and a colleague strongly opposes your ideas, even criticizing you personally. The initial emotions might be anger, disappointment, or even the desire to respond vigorously. However, according to Epictetus, this is the moment to apply the lesson of restraint. Instead of letting emotions take over, take a deep breath and remember that anger or a strong reaction won't solve the problem. Choose to accept this opinion rationally, examine it objectively, and even respond constructively, demonstrating respect and opening the door to dialogue rather than conflict. Exercising restraint in action and speech not only helps to avoid undesirable consequences, but also demonstrates maturity and wisdom. In a world where quick and strong reactions are often seen as a sign of strength, Epictetus reminds us that true strength lies in the ability to control oneself in any situation. So, how can we apply this lesson in everyday life? 1. Recognizing emotions. When emotions begin to arise, acknowledge them and accept them without an immediate reaction. 2. Pause before acting. Give yourself a moment to think before taking action or speaking. Personal questioning. Is your action or speech based on reason, and will it bring positive results? Thoughtful action. Choose an action that reflects a deep understanding of the situation, rather than an immediate reaction. By mastering our actions, we not only control our emotions, but also face challenges in a calm and effective manner, which not only improves our own life, but also helps us become the best version of ourselves. Principle number 9, the power of acceptance. Imagine you are on a trip and suddenly realize you are lost. You might feel anger, disappointment, and anxiety. But by applying principle number 9, the power of acceptance, you begin to calmly assess the situation and accept that you are lost. You understand that worry or anger will not change the current reality. From this acceptance, you start looking for solutions, using a map, asking for directions, or using a GPS. The important thing you realize is that you have the ability and the freedom to choose how to handle the situation rather than being swept away by negative emotions. Here are 5 ways to practice and maintain the power of acceptance. Acknowledge and accept emotions. When faced with difficulties, take a moment to recognize your own emotions. Accepting the anger, sadness, or fear that you feel is the first step in accepting the situation. 2. Understanding and analysis. Try to understand the root of the problem and carefully consider the factors that cannot be changed, as well as those that you can control. Redirect the energy. Instead of focusing on those you cannot change, use your energy to focus on positive actions you can take. Acceptance is not resignation. Start a meaningful action. 4. Seek purpose and learn. Every challenge brings a learning opportunity. Look for the lessons in every situation and use them to grow. 5. Practice gratitude. In all circumstances, remember, there is always something to be grateful for. Gratitude helps maintain our balance and see the light in the darkness. By applying the power of acceptance, you not only learn to face challenges, but also find peace and happiness in daily life. This principle, as taught by Epictetus, is one of the most important teachings of Stoic philosophy. Principle number 10. Live according to nature. Epictetus believed that the key to leading a happy and meaningful life is to live in harmony with nature, not just the external nature, but also our inner nature, the true essence of each individual. He emphasized that living in accordance with nature helps us not only find peace but also realize and maximize our potential. Living according to the laws of nature requires understanding that every event and situation in life has a reason for being, and we must accept them peacefully. To become indifferent to life's fluctuations, we must train our minds to perceive clearly and accept everything that happens. This doesn't mean giving up or being indifferent, but rather learning to accept and find happiness within the boundaries set by nature. Happiness from a Stoic point of view is not about seeking external pleasures or material possessions, but about finding peace and satisfaction in simple things, living a conscious life, and being fully aware of our true essence. Living according to the laws of nature, according to Stoic philosophy, is not just a method to face life's challenges, but also a path to true freedom and happiness. By applying these principles to daily life, not only do we find peace within ourselves, but we also become invulnerable to life's highs and lows. Principle number 11. Cultivate resilience in the face of adversity. In our constant pursuit of personal growth, it's crucial to embrace the principle of resilience, an essential pillar of Stoic philosophy taught by Epictetus. Resilience invites us to embrace challenges as opportunities for personal growth and inner strength, rather than as insurmountable obstacles. Life, with its fluctuations and uncertainties, often tests our ability to stay stoic in the face of adversity. Cultivating resilience is about learning to bounce back after failures and using those experiences as springboards to build a stronger and wiser character. This means looking beyond immediate circumstances and understanding that every trial carries the seeds of future wisdom. To develop such endurance, start by adopting a long-term perspective on challenges. When faced with difficulties, ask yourself, what lessons can I learn from this situation? This simple yet powerful question can transform your experience of suffering into a rewarding exploration of your inner potential. Thanks again. Next, actively engage in practices that strengthen your resilience. This can include meditation exercises to maintain mental clarity, reflective writing to analyze and understand your emotional reactions, or even regular physical activities that strengthen both body and mind. Finally, surround yourself with a supportive community. The connections we build with others not only provide comfort during tough times, but also offer valuable perspectives and advice that can help us view our struggles in a new light. By integrating this principle into your life, You not only equip yourself to face challenges with new strength, but you also inspire those around you with your ability to transform adversity into opportunity. Share your resilience experiences in the comments below and continue to cultivate your inner fortitude, because it's through challenges that we discover the true extent of our strengths. Principle number 12, practice emotional independence. Emotional independence is fundamental in Stoic philosophy and constitutes the 12th principle for living a more balanced and harmonious life. This concept teaches us to maintain our inner balance and not let the fluctuations of external circumstances or the moods of others dictate our states of mind. To cultivate this independence, start by recognizing and understanding your emotions without allowing them to overwhelm you. Learn to observe your emotional reactions as a spectator rather than a participant. This detachment keeps you from getting swept away by every wave of emotions and allows you to consciously choose how to respond to them. Establish daily reflection practices, such as meditation or journaling, that foster deep introspection and increase your self-awareness. These moments of calm are essential for reconnecting with yourself and strengthening your ability to stay centered under all circumstances. Strengthening emotional independence also involves developing strong self-confidence. This can be facilitated by positive affirmations, setting personal goals, and celebrating your own achievements. By valuing your own efforts and rewarding yourself for your achievements, you minimize the need for external validation. By practicing emotional independence, you will discover invaluable freedom, the freedom from relying on others for your emotional well-being. In doing so, you not only forge an unshakable mind, but also become an inspiration for those seeking to master their own emotions. Principle number 13, cultivate consistency through adversity. In the face of life's inevitable storms, consistency represents the ability to maintain a firm course, an unwavering tranquility that guides towards wisdom and inner stability. This Stoic principle invites us to develop a resilience that remains undisturbed by external fluctuations. To cultivate consistency, it is essential to strengthen your core internal values and life principles. Sia's foundation will serve as a beacon in the storm, helping you stay aligned with your goals despite the challenges. Every day, take time to reflect on these values and ask yourself how you can embody them in your actions. Also practice proactive acceptance. Recognizing that some situations are beyond our control allows us to focus our energy on our responses and attitudes towards these situations. This acceptance isn't passive resignation, but a realistic acknowledgement that frees mental resources to act where we truly have influence. When facing challenges, practice meditation or breathing techniques to maintain your calm and clarity of mind. This distance prevents you from being swept away by every wave of emotions, but instead allows you to consciously choose how to respond. Establish daily reflection practices, such as meditation or journaling, which promote deep introspection and increase your self-awareness. These moments of calm are essential for reconnecting with yourself and strengthening your ability to stay centered in all circumstances. Strengthening emotional independence also involves building strong self-confidence. This can be facilitated through positive affirmations, setting personal goals, and celebrating your own achievements. By valuing your own efforts and rewarding yourself for your achievements, you minimize the need for external validation. By practicing emotional independence, you will discover an invaluable freedom, not being dependent on others for your emotional well-being. In doing so, you not only develop an unshakable spirit, but also become a source of inspiration for those seeking to master their own emotions. Principle number 13, cultivate consistency in adversity. In the inevitable storms of life, consistency represents the ability to maintain a firm course and an unshakable tranquility, guiding you towards wisdom and inner stability. This Stoic principle invites us to develop resilience that remains undisturbed by external fluctuations. To cultivate constancy, it is essential to strengthen your core internal values and life principles. CS Foundation will serve as a beacon in the storm, helping you stay aligned with your goals despite challenges. Every day, take time to reflect on these values and ask yourself how you can embody them in your actions. Also, practice proactive acceptance. Recognizing that some situations are beyond our control allows us to focus our energy on our responses and attitudes towards these situations. This acceptance is not passive resignation, but a realistic acknowledgement that frees up mental resources to act where we have real influence. When facing challenges, practice meditation or breathing techniques to maintain your calm and clarity of mind.